The feet, so let's get into this tea, child. We about to get into Jack's brother Deno. He has some things to say. They're gonna walked up with no socks on. It's crazy.
Yo. Cool.
No socks on,
so,
lint all over the shirt.
Nigga, just to really get right into it, seen the documentary Jack posted. Okay. Cool, I hear you. I see what you're saying. I see what's going on. Honestly, documentary cool. Nigga, we know that's what you're gonna do. We know you're gonna put shit together, make it look good, all of that, whatever, kid. Nobody never questioned the quality of your work. Question your character, bro. And for a long time throughout all of this, nigga, I stayed quiet, bro. Honestly. Nigga, I stayed quiet. I stayed to myself. You can feel how you want to feel about the situation, this and that. So basically, I'm not finna address nothing up until where you spoke on me, bro. You didn't call my phone. You didn't text my phone or none of that. But we're gonna get into all of that. So, you shot your documentary. You addressed a lot of said how you said you spoke to me. That's your truth. Cool, whatever. If that's how you feel. And a lot of stuff happened because a lot of shit was taken out of context, bro, that I feel like. But the main thing about it all is, bro, you're trying to manipulate a situation again, fool. That's just what you do. That's just what it is, bro. You done manipulate our whole family to try to make it seem like, oh, this Deno picking sides, this Deno choosing this, and that. So let me address you, fool. I don't give a f about none of that you and Gabe got going on. When that shit hit the fans, I didn't make a video. I didn't say nothing bad about you. I never addressed nothing. I didn't say anything, bro. You felt that type of way because you saw me over there with Gabe doing videos with Gabe. That's still my partner. I was running videos with Gabe since he first started doing YouTube when he was trying to do pranks. When that nigga started catching the predators. When that nigga started doing the boxing. So now he doing this. Oh, it's an issue now. It's only an issue because y'all not cool. That's the only thing it is. It's an issue to you because y'all not cool, fool.
Well, duh.
So you feel like, oh, this nigga to the side, this and that. Bro, to address just to be real, you said you done a lot for people, this and that. You told me no. On my mother, I never asked your best for nothing. I ain't never asked you for nothing. You got receipts to everything else. Show it. Show anything where you had to send me money, where I asked you for something. I didn't ask to stay with you. You allowed me to stay there because I was helping you. I was waking up, getting your kids to school, picking them up from school, feeding them, cooking for them, washing their clothes, washing their ass.
Oh! Jack, you gotta include like that, brother.
And I was stepping in as an uncle because you was present. Granted, yeah, you going to work, you doing whatever the fuck is you got to do to provide for your kids. Nigga ain't taking that from you. You provide all you want. But as a present father, you was absent. That's why I stepped in. You didn't have no issue with that. The whole time, you sat here and told them, oh, he been over here. He been living with me for a year and a half. Man, you a goddamn lie. I ain't living with you for no year and a half. I stayed with Sabrina, fool, for half that time. When I came over there, nigga, I didn't even tell you I was coming. I just showed up. I just showed up and just stayed and was helping us. You had no issue with that, bro. I didn't stay with you for a year and a half. I went through some shit. What you talking about? Stayed with me for a year and a half. Doing nothing and this. You don't know what the fuck going on, bro. But I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to keep it honest. I'm not finna do no fabricating. I'm not finna drag no video out. I don't care about none of that, fool. I care about the facts, fool. And this is what it is, bro. And the facts are, you was upset because I chose over there with Gabe. See, you did manipulated the whole thing. What you didn't tell them people was, y'all, this not new. This is new to y'all. Nigga, this happened in March. Here we is, what? We're going to August. This is in March. So March, June, July. I'm just excited. March, June, July, August, right?
Deno! You excited. You mad as hell to not remember that shit. He's just mad.
March? I think it was a little bit older than that. Well, it don't matter, fool. That shit
Mad.
in March.
I'm gonna say he was mad. He know his sons.
Told me, and nigga, I don't care if I'm moving out or telling me you gotta go, this and that. I had no issue with that, bro. Lie and say I did. please, since you're a man of receipts, watch this, fool. Talking about mad. Watch this, bro. That's how far I got to scroll back, y'all. Just to show y'all. This is me scroll. This is how far I got to scroll back to go find this. All right, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that part, cause they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not the kind of nigga to go back, bring people into my shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what I told this nigga.
I'm good. If I had somewhere to go, I wouldn't be here with my kids. I wouldn't. It's just me. Ain't no help. Ain't no support game. Ain't nobody coming, my boy. I've been trying to make shit happen with what I got, and that ain't much. I take L's across the board. I just remain optimistic and keep looking for a positive path. No BS. Ass sob story. I don't need one of those or want anyone to feel bad for me. Facts are, it's just me, ground zero, literally. Promise I don't want to be here. I want my space. I want my space with my kids and knowing what I need to do as a man. I'm sleeping on the floor with my baby at my little brother's house. Man, that ain't no good feeling. But hey, it is what it is. LOL. I gotta see what I'm gonna do. Appreciate you understanding. You'll figure it out. Just put your head down.
Y'all can pause that, read that, whatever you want to do.
You just proved Jack's point, man.
That's what it was. So, with that being said, that's what I said. If you pause it and you read through it or whatever, that's what I said.
Okay.
I wasn't mad. That wasn't me mad. That's me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Now I appreciate it. I told you what it was, and that's just what it is.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Since you're a man of receipts, bro, you're not gonna tell him this. Since you want to paint a picture like, oh, Deno over there was gay because he mad. Nigga, I wasn't mad at you. We didn't even have an issue, bro.
He said you was over there because you needed a place to stay.
Just me telling him I'll be gone in a few days. I'm straightening some stuff out. He said, all right, bro. This is Jack. All right, bro. When you need to work, the office, come use the computers at the office. I said, all right, cool. Ain't no beef. This is April 4th now. He asked me, hey, do I still got some of his belongings, right? I said, yeah, it's in the backpack. He said, okay, cool. Right here, it's April 5th. Well, send me a video of an NBA game. Keep in mind, bro, at this time, it's April 5th, nigga, I'm scrambling. I'm still trying to figure out, all right, what the fuck I'm doing. You're at home watching the game, sending me this about something that I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm trying to worry about where the fuck I'm gonna stay at. You sending me that. But look, this is how it's spawned. I say,
that would have pissed me off for sure.
Yeah, that look kind of cool. Still, no bad energy. I'm not mad. I cannot be mad, bro. This is his. A few days later, he sent me, he found Benji. Benji got lost, he found Benji. And I'm like, oh, you found Benji? Basically, bro, to sum this up, bro, me and my brother, we're having a casual conversation. There's no tension here. His dog got his nuts cut. He got neutered. There's no tension here. Throughout this entire time, there's no tension here. I'm not mad at this, bro. I'm literally now at this point, I'm at Gabe's house, bro. I'm on Gabe's couch, bro, at this point. And there's still no tension. This is 2 weeks. There's no tension, bro. Then they asked me nothing about, just about nothing. There's no tension. I was not mad. At this point, here in Gabe, I think they already had, they had their share of words when Gabe was trying to tell them, hey, bro, I got this idea. I want to do this, and that. Of course, Jack shut it down. He ain't trying to hear none of that shit. And that's that. Me and Jack never had no issue, bro. I got on that phone, and I told Jack, this is after 2 weeks, hey, bro, as your brother, fool, this is what pissed me off. And this is why I separated myself, and I was just like, cool, I'm gonna just chill out. I know what I would do for my family, bro. I know what I would do for my brother. No, he's not wrong for saying, hey, Deno, you gotta go. I'm not tripping on that. And to be honest, I was hard. When I was there, you didn't even know I was there. You had to call me and ask me, hey, you at the crib? Hey, come this in. You didn't know when I was there, bro. I wasn't in the way. I wasn't in your space. Nothing. I paid for my own food. Nigga, I can count how many times I washed my clothes at your house. I wasn't there. When I was there, I was taking care of your kids, bro. I was picking them up from school. I was taking them to school, waking up early. You go to the gym. I sacrifice going to the gym and everything. Like, I'm cool to stay at home with your kids. And I was there more in your kids' life than you weren't, fool.
Jack just feel like he don't want to pay nobody, I guess.
Simple as that. Not taking them from me. I'm not saying that they don't love his kids. I'm not saying none of that. As a father gang, you was absent, fool. I stepped in as their uncle because you my brother and I love my nephews and I did what I had to do. Taught them how to do a lot of shit they didn't know that. I felt like this is I would teach my sons, you supposed to know this. You can get this. You get this down too. Because you busy. You working. I get it. And I got more free hand on my time. Cool. Now I can pick up the slack for you. Now I can help. That's not a problem with me, bro. But you saying you trying to spin it as if a nigga sitting there living off of you. Oh, he can go find time to hoop. He can go find time to go out. Man, you a goddamn lie. I don't go out. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. I don't go out, bro. So you sitting there lying and trying to pay the narrative like I got time to do other shit, take care of my responsibilities. That's cap. And I'm gonna call you out for that. I wasn't going out. What are you talking about? Then you got the audacity to say that spend.
Do I think if he paid them well, it'll be an issue? Depending on what well would be for them, I think is what would be the issue.
This time on the game and this and that.
But do I think it would have just fixed everything? No.
Bro. So what?
Especially with Gabe, he felt doing anything with that.
My time on the game, fool. That's a whole nother story that I can get into, gang. And I'm gonna get into that, fool. What the f do that got to do with anything? I'm there because you wanted me there. It's that simple, bro. You trying to paint it as if I was like I'm some kind of bum, ain't have going on. You think the only way to make money is YouTube? That's you. Then I ain't post a video in a year. This post a video in a year. The last 5 videos was this and that. You don't know. You don't know, fool. Nigga, and this is why. This is to people that's watching. So y'all can say, well, Deno felt entitled. I never asked this man for nothing, bro. Never asked this man for nothing, fool. I didn't feel entitled to fool. The reason why I stopped doing my videos, bro, was because I went through that you wouldn't understand. Because you not that, bro. You not cut like that and I stand on everything I say. You're not built like that. You would never understand this I've been through, fool. You don't understand it. What I look like getting in front of a camera, knowing I'm hurting, knowing that my mind not right. Some real shit. I almost died in front of my kids. What you talking about? You don't bounce back from the video now. I get my mind right now. I'm fighting that case that all my money went into.
Is that why his eye messed up, y'all?
Everything. My expenses for my house, expenses for my kids, everything. So to fight for my freedom, bitch, because I was standing on my team trying to protect my family, my unborn child. I almost died in front of my kids. What? And you got the audacity to tell me, oh, you ain't post a video and you didn't do something to you mentally. Y'all talking about when a nigga be playing this game. You don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that room. That game saved my life. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't believe in none of that shit. That game kept me honest. That game kept me sane. I'm not finna put a pistol in my lap and drive to Boston and put my people through that shit. I'm tougher than that. That game kept me safe, bro. That game kept me sane, fool. My kids kept me here. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with. Nigga, going through that kind of shit. It's a traumatic experience for something you wouldn't understand about. Nigga, you ain't never put yourself in that fire. I stood in that garage and damn near died. How could have killed me? Nigga? What you talking about? You don't know what you talking about. So for y'all niggas don't need to say, oh, I'm applying this stuff, nigga. You know how long it took for me to shake back from that shit? I'm just not shaking back. Nigga, I don't live with Gabe. This is my shit right here. I got a 5-bedroom house, nigga. I stayed with Gabe, man. I was lucky. I was thank God I had a night Gabe, fool. Cause y'all better close the door on me, nigga. Everything.
That's his house. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like an Airbnb. I don't believe that's his house, but all right.
Good, everything cool, everything smooth when shit going y'all way, nigga. And the yes man, I ain't never been no yes man to nobody. No, I ain't scared of nobody, fool. You talking about nigga, the only nigga to open that mouth for me, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, fool, you got on them documentary for and tried to paint a picture like a nigga living off. You ain't never lived off of nobody, fool. It's been numerous of times when you up your best out, nigga. You stay with me. That's what brothers do. You talking about what? You told me to kick rock, and the shit hurt me is the fact that you think a nigga sitting there not doing nothing. Man, you ain't never coming. How many times you came in that room and knocked on that door and said, nigga, you straight? Wait.
He don't believe in that because he say he a grown ass man.
You know me, fool. I ain't never been no type of nigga sit down and take nothing. You know me, nigga. If I'm sitting down, I'm up. Check on your brother. That's cap. Kazi, y'all, go to your room. Yeah, that's cap. My son's in the house with me. Kazi, How's up? Come here quick. Nigga, my son's in my house with me, fool. This ain't scripted. This ain't no documentary. I ain't gotta go sit down and go get a whole family to say something about me, nigga. This
maybe this is this
real life shit. Excuse my language, son. What's number one thing Daddy always tell you?
Right is right and wrong is wrong.
How do you stay right?
Don't do nobody wrong.
If you do somebody wrong, then what?
Talk about it and find a solution.
All right, and if you can't, then what?
Separate.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
No.
What's not perfect?
People and daddy's
Daddy credit score.
credit.
I always tell him that. Good, son. Go ahead. Thank you.
I think somebody at the door.
It's cool. Go upstairs. That's rich, fool. Yeah, dog. Dad's just going there and trying to say, oh, he got kids.
Well, he's a good daddy.
That nigga, my kids with me, fool. Everywhere I go, my kids gonna stay with me, bro. I'm never too busy for my kids. Never too busy for my kids. Nigga, I love my sons. Nigga, there's been times when my sons came in there and yo walk right over them, ain't nothing to them. And them love your best. You the coolest they know. But you walk right past my kids.
Oh, he hurt for real. I ain't gonna lie.
My dad's yo bitch getting on here talking about shit, know nothing about. Man, you ain't pick no phone up and call me. You ain't check on me. Nigga. Yo bitch went to office. I came down there with you and made sure you was straight. Y'all could have said, nah, Jack, that's your friend. You ain't pick no phone up and check on me, nigga. You knew everything, nigga. So you getting on there trying to be funny and crack jokes about a real situation, nigga, you lame, nigga. I do not have no respect for you. Whatever you want to do, we can do that. And it's not even that kind of video, nigga. That's just what it is. Y'all not on there trying to play with me like I'm some kind of lame-ass fool. Not knowing, nigga, you didn't pick that phone up and call me. Last time I talked to you, I called you, and last time I talked to you, I called you and told you, gang, that's me up. I didn't like that, bro. Why? Because I would have never done you like that. I would have never did you like that, no matter what. And after I'm sitting there telling you, gang, this is what it is. That's just me. You're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just something I didn't like. And if it's something I don't like, nigga, I want to move around, I can do that. I can do that. I can pull myself on like I'm for the female and this and that, and I don't like her, I'm gonna pull away from it. I can do that. So you question my loyalty because I'm over here with Gabe. Gabe ain't did to me. The beef y'all got between y'all y'all own man. That nigga get on there and lie about nothing, bro. He didn't lie about shit. That nigga on there and disrespect you. He didn't get on there and talk down on you. That nigga on there and just make some butt food. And that's what happened. Ricardo sat there and lied. We were coming from Galveston. We went fishing. We were coming from Galveston. We had a flat on the side of the road, waiting on the people. This nigga on the phone with Ricardo. I'm sitting right here, phone on speaker, fool. I'm sitting on the phone. Ricardo said that, bro. Jack don't want to film with you no more. Why not? Oh, he paid us. I'm right there, fool. That's what made Gabe feel like, damn, oh, okay, and he went and did that video. Because you did something to that man that he didn't like, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Throughout this whole thing, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I kept my peace, this and this and that. It ain't no choosing side. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You think because you wouldn't made a documentary pulling everybody in this man, oh, now because you right, because you blew up your spot, bro, nobody gives a shame. Nobody cares, fool. You're wrong. That was a Hail Mary, bro. That's what you did. That was a Hail Mary. I'm going out. I'm taking everybody with me. That's what that was, man. It still don't make you right. I don't care about none of that, bro. My issue is what I'm saying here, fool, is I don't never gotta fuck you again, bro. To be honest with you, nigga, I got my kids, nigga, I got myself, I got God. I don't need you. Family will do you worse, bro. I don't need you, bro. and that's that. That's real shit. My number. You could have called me. You could have did whatever the fuck you wanted to do, gang. Simple as that. You got mama on that talking about, oh, Deno know he wrong. Man, when I told mama that you told me to leave, nigga got more upset than I did and started crying and was pissed off at you, bro. And I told her, you can't be mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I'm gonna figure it out. So for her to say that, come on, bro. That's a mom. She cares about both of her sons. But for you to say, speak for me and say, Deno, no, he wrong. No, I am not wrong, gang. My brother did something to me I do not like. I removed myself. I never said it was no hate. I never said that. I never did nothing. You want to follow me on Instagram. You stop texting my phone. Last time I talked to you, I told you, hey, man, I don't like that shit. I'm going to pull away. That was that. Yeah, that's the truth. Y'all want to talk about this loyal, this and that. Let's talk about this loyalty. Let's talk about it. Tell them the whole shit to me. Million of times. I just never spoke on it. You my girl, and I still forgave your best about that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fightable. Not you, my bitch. But I ain't gonna lie. Anybody that somebody else can fuck, she ain't yours, gang. She ain't yours.
What you talking about? Let's talk about this loyalty, nigga, because you my brother. You doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing, my nigga. I here just doing stupid shit that you not even built like. Nigga, I'm out here fighting your battles, nigga. I'm fighting your battles, knowing you wrong. Had I known you was wrong, nigga, You got to stand on that. I'm not taking that for you, gang. You did that as a man. You got to stand on that as a man. That goes for anybody, bro. Nigga, you dead ass wrong, fool. And it's that simple. You got on them, started painting like living off you and need something from you. I never needed nothing from you, bro. Never lived off you, never asked you for nothing. I appreciate everything you ever done for me. And I told you that I gave my appreciation back by doing the little shit I can do when I could, bro. But I did not need to be in your house and wanted to be in your house. I like being around you. I saw your work. I saw your work ethic, bro.
You say you ain't had nowhere else to go. That's the part that's the lie.
I saw this. That's helped me. I'm sitting in that room, yo, bitch, think I'm in there playing. You don't know what the fuck going through, but you never gave up to say, hey, brother, what's up? What's good? I've always been that fool. I never sat still. You see me sitting still, something wrong, check on your brother. That's not him. Check on him. I check on everybody else. Nigga, I come up out this road with a smile on my face, cracking jokes, playing with everybody, whatever I gotta do. Then when I go back and close them doors, you don't see that side, fool. Y'all don't see that side. Y'all don't see this, bro. Y'all nigga playing games. Well, I ain't even gonna say that game. That game kept me out of trouble, bro. I've been playing games since I was a child. You know what my childhood been like. That's my coping mechanism. That's all I know. I ain't turning to no drugs. I ain't turning to no alcohol. I'm not turning to women. I'm not taking that to nobody. I'm turn that game on, nigga. So not. The same way, yo, bitch, sit on that couch, put your music on and rock back and forth. We all cope differently, nigga. I want to cope with my game. I'm gonna cope with my game. How long it take? I'm coming back from some shit I even come back from. Nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I too am a person that be like, all right, I get it. You went through some understandable. But if you had to pay rent right now, you wouldn't be able to play the game. You wouldn't be able to play the game. Because you would have to pay rent. So, I understand he went through some shit. Other people went through some shit. They still got to pay rent.
I almost died in front of my kids, nigga. Live that life. Walk through that. You tell me how they feel. You gonna come back from that? My son asking me, Daddy, what would have happened to you, nigga? What am I supposed to tell him? Cause I'm trying to protect them, nigga. Nigga, I close my eyes and think about that shit every night, fool. That still plays my mind, but I gotta push it to the back of my mind. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep being a man. I gotta keep being a father. I don't know why the thing a man is stand on his 10. Be human. Everybody need help here and there. It just hurt when it's your own brother, and it's like, I just said no. Man, I ain't never asked you for nothing, gang. I ain't never asked you for nothing, bro. You so big on receipts, show it. I ain't never asked you for nothing, slime. And that's just the way it is, bro. Like, it's crazy, fool. It's a conversation that could have been had. To be honest with you, I don't give a have no conversation with you. No, just stay out of my way, bro. I'm gonna continue doing what I gotta do for my sons. I'm gonna continue just being me, living life, nigga. I've been in a good headspace. I've been in a good place mentally, physically, all of this shit. And I'd rather keep it that way. It's my last time and only time speaking on this, addressing this. Don't call my phone game. Don't.
Do you think it's a sense of entitlement? Absolutely. Anybody that act like that over somebody else's money, yes. Or the fact that, see, the ones that's going through it the most and I mean the most mentally, they think anyway, and like don't have the bills, they think the one that's keeping their head above water and have the bills ain't struggling as bad as them. And I've experienced it for so long. It's like, that's why I'm so like, I want to stay by myself. That's why I'm the only one that like to pay the bills. That's why I move the way I move, because people will genuinely have you in a up situation because they're mentally up. And at the same time, the who gotta pay the bills is mentally up too. The difference is he ain't got no choice but pay the bills. You decided bills. I'ma just have to live off my brother right now because mentally I'm not there. I completely get it. Well, the next work, I just mentally was not there. But I had to make a choice. And I still had to make sure my ducks was lined up so I could still have a place to stay. But I just went through a whole lot of, okay? Y'all didn't see me, but Patreon seen me. I gotta do something to make sure I can pay these bills. Okay? Period. And I have to show my face. So the whole time I'm on here like, y'all, I am not in a good space, but I'm gonna do these videos. Y'all, I'm not in the best of head spaces. Maybe I'm going to be negative today. I am not in a good place. But I'm going to do these videos. I did the best I could with what the fuck I had, baby. Because I have bills. All right? So now, I'm out of that. Let's do better. Let's get a reset going. Let's get a 60-day reset going. So instead of me consistently doing the same I'm doing, let me show y'all the struggle. Let me show y'all how I be going through it and or how I'm getting through what I'm going through. Hello? How I'm growing through what I'm going through. Okay? However, I didn't experience what he experienced. I don't have his mind. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We all different, y'all.
Don't text my none of that shit. I still love you. I still love y'all to death. But it's powerful, and that's how I feel, bro.
That motherfucker came now.
I would have never, I would have never did that, bro. Only me for real. T, I can give it to T. T the only no. T no, fool. And if you peep, T said some shit. Honestly, bro, I know T game. T didn't want to say fool. The shit T spoke passionate about, I know what was passionate. I know where it came from. T know, man, T been in 790, bro. Walking the street, you don't know, fool. It's a lot of shit you don't know, bro. It's a lot of shit you don't know. T the only that can call my phone, bro, and I got no heat towards him. The rest of y'all, my mama, I still love you to death. Gotta love you from a distance too. That's that. You get them out, man, you don't even call your grandkids no more. You know, they granny all the time. Nigga gay mama more of a granny to them than you is. You don't even call your grandkids no more. Man, so it's cool. Hurt, that's pain. Views for this shit. Only 10 people see this shit. I needed this for myself. And if you watching this, which I know you is, now you know. Don't call my phone, nigga. I don't want it. I don't do with you, boy. And that's just what it is, man. Can't nobody amend that. Can't nobody change my mind on that. I'm not gonna stand on that. I'm gonna stand on that shit the day outside, bro. And that's how I feel. So if you
Well, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I have to edit out 100 and it's probably 200 right now. I think that it's easier to speak from that space of I'm going through some shit. And while I'm going through some shit, you not going through some shit though. So you need to be there for me. And I just think that's so. That is what I think. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Love y'all. Bye.